He video called.
Yeah.
Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy, serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back. It's so great to be in the number just one more time. I tell you, just one more again. It's so great. I just want to welcome everybody to the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL Family and Friends Show. You know what I'm saying? So it's so great to be here. I just want to remind everybody, definitely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing. For the purpose of subscribing is when you subscribe and click that notification bell, you'll be notified every time we go live or post any information on this channel. You'll be notified instantly so that you too can come over and see what's going on, and you won't miss a thing. While you're at it, go ahead and click that thumbs up, which is the like button. That lets YouTube know that you appreciate what we're doing over here and you're liking what we're doing. And then YouTube then share our material with other people with similar interests. And of course, if you comment below, we'll read your comment on the air and respond accordingly. You know what I'm saying? We come on here live every week, every Tuesday and every Thursday. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Thursday, we normally try to have a special guest. So you have anybody that wants to come on, having anything interesting to say, definitely inbox any one of the panelists and let us know. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, I can't do this by myself, and I'm joined by co-hosts, which is my family, my friends, brothers and sisters, members of my tribe, my circle, my crew. I'm joined by none other tonight, but then the very beautiful, the lovely Tyson's mama, Miss Tiama Sweetness.
Hello, everybody.
What's going on, T?
Nothing much.
And also, I'm joined tonight by none other than my little big brother, Miss Legacy the Great. There you have the AT and the L.
And the O.
And none other than the most voluptuous, juiciest, roundest, scrumptious, um, non-GMO cake in the world, Miss Juicy Cakes.
Non-GMO.
Lord help us.
I might be tainted by injection.
Not silicone.
Injection of what?
A
Next.
5 seeds.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
That's what I meant.
5 seeds.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the panel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Legacy, how was your day so far?
Oh man, I'm really exhausted, man. I been up since 4:30.
Wow.
Been on the grind since till 6 o'clock. Then I had to go pick up your niece, and then I kind of, as I'm walking home, because they asked me to do some labeling of some bags because I got to use them tomorrow, of course, for overtime. So I said, I got to bathe Bella. I got to go get her some dog food and stuff. How could I still get everything done? And then I remember I had to pick up Naya for math because she got math today. So I said, well, Naya, you did all your studying today? She said, yes, sir. I said, okay. I say, you want to make some money? She like, yeah. I said, okay. I said, well, I want you to do the labeling. So one of her and her aunties came over to the house. And so I laid out the bags and they labeled them. She told me, some dad, this money right here that I'm going to make, this ain't got nothing to do with my allowance. Did they do it? I said, boy, this girl knows she be thinking because
Okay.
I was going to finagle that one. She said, no, separate them checks.
Yes, that's a
So
different check.
they did about an hour
How
of
did you
work.
pass your task on to her?
Well, I paid for it. They since Naya did more, I paid 112, which was Naya, for about an hour, and then I paid the other one $7 because she didn't do as much work because she was worried about Bella.
Wait,
Okay.
$12 and $7. So you split 20 and not even.
Hey, but see, now you finna turn around and get 25 tonight.
What now you gonna do tonight?
No, that's her allowance.
Oh, just for being beautiful. Well, shoot,
So,
nah, I'm gonna tell you, you might want to just be beautiful. Because you can get 25 for free.
she got 25 because Daddy loved her. Daddy also teaching her that work ethic too. That hey, them folks don't always pay you everything you think you need to be paid. Because if that's the case, I need to be getting paid $150 an hour.
Damn.
150.
Talking on the phone to me?
Huh?
We're talking on the phone to me?
Right.
Juicy, be quiet. You don't even know if I'm on the phone with Tony.
I already do know.
And we don't know who watch this show. Because I wear my shirt all the time. So close it.
I feel that. He's a hard worker. Those work ethics, they go a long way. I will have you on my team any day. Any day. Because I
But
know
y'all
it's
two
going to
know
get
y'all
done.
be snitching. Tell me, you saw how Tony just tried to snitch.
I saw it, but I was letting it ride. She said she can't join them.
I tell
Well, I'm
you.
glad you got the job done.
Yes, indeed. Listen, y'all know last week I showed y'all my new addition to the family, which was Chanel. my new baby that was given to me by my sister, Tayama, and she is just as spoiled as she want to be.
Is she still with you?
Of course.
You know, you might have been saying he couldn't do it. Is that the one that barked too
That
much?
is the sweetest dog. No, I listen. I didn't want to lose a friend. I still got the dog that will make. Listen, he would have kicked me. The T would have got kicked off the ATL altogether. Y'all would have been AL, the AL show. The T would have got kicked off altogether.
Oh, we would have changed Juicy name to The Juice. So we use the T.
Okay, because honey, if he would have got Rocky over here, Rocky would have rocked that whole apartment over there. Okay,
Oh.
Rocky ain't no joke.
You know
Chanel
why,
is the
Listen,
Tony?
sweetest little loving
You
thing,
you
like
know
the
why? You know why
sweetest.
Rocky ain't no joke, Tony? Cause since Rocky was a baby puppy, Tyson been dragging that dog up and down them stairs. I'm talking about from the first day when I went over there to get my hair done and Tyson got that dog. That dog was tumbling down the stairs because Tyson was
Yeah,
behind.
y'all seen the movie Cujo?
yeah,
These dogs on the 21st just turned 8 weeks. This dog is Cujo in the making.
okay.
I gotta go look that movie up now.
Cujo
So
was
listen,
about a Rottweiler.
okay. I was telling
He
my
didn't play.
daughter Renee. I was telling my daughter Renee about my dog. So Renee said, "Oh, have I ever showed you my two dogs?" I said, "No." She said, "Let me send you a picture." I said, "Yes."
Decked out and ready to go.
Dobermans.
She got
Those
those are
miniature
two dogs.
Dobermans.
Miniature pictures?
Yep. Yes, hers was full. She just had them in Paris. They was over there in Paris on vacation. I said, "Must be nice."
Speaking of Paris, Newbie was telling me about the Olympics being in Paris.
Right.
And shout out to Sha'Carri for making it. Her and her whole team, they all placed to go over there to compete and represent the women's team in track.
Yeah, Shakira is
But
doing her thing.
but I'm talking about the swimming. So apparently it's been illegal to swim in their water over there since 1923 because it's so contaminated with bacteria. And they have been spending so much of the taxpayers' money talking about they're going to clean it and make it swimmable. So when the Olympics come, that's where they're going to be swimming at. So the president and somebody else said that they were swimming and they were supposed to swim in the water on the 23rd that just passed. And the people are so disgusted. First off, they don't even want the Olympics there because they say it just upsets their whole everyday way of living. They wish they just wouldn't even be there. But they definitely don't want people coming and talking about they're going to swim in that water when it's been illegal since 1923 because of how nasty it is. So they have this petition going out where they're telling everybody to poop in the water and recontaminate the water so that make sure that it won't be able to be swam in. And the way the water looked before the petition went out to the way the water went, it's so brown. It's so nasty. And the president, they're like, we're not swimming today. We'll postpone it and swim on the 15th of July. And they think they're going to clean this water in time for the Olympics for the people to swim.
You know, I definitely understand that about the traffic, the way traffic is, because when I was a jit, they had the Olympics in Atlanta. And when I tell you, you talking about the president of the United States got security guards, them different countries got so many, I'm talking about security guards around the event, and that they block off certain roads that you couldn't travel down because the Olympians, be staying in certain hotels and things. Oh, and that event is what, like 24 days? Yeah, so
Yep.
they have to reroute you to work and everything.
But to go as far as to poop in the water, that's where it's like, well,
They think said somebody need the link.
Welcome to the show, Nathaniel. Make sure you click that like button first. Well, listen, I also want to show you. Sunday we had my uncle had family and friends day over at his church, and he invited Juicy. He asked me to come Sunday, and I had been in the house of the Lord for quite some time, so I was afraid that it was going to be set on fire with just my mere presence.
vampire
But
in Palm Beach.
okay,
But the world really going to shit. You done went to church and tell I'm gonna join the church. Lord.
Oh, so this was you going to church, not
what
you marrying someone.
what you trying to say, Legacy McGrates?
I'm just saying that it might be time that I join something too, because y'all telling me y'all ain't told me something's going on that y'all ain't told me.
They have a rehabilitation you can program that you can check yourself in.
No, the rehabilitative, they saving their souls. If them two right there going to church, Juicy, me and you missing something.
So you want to
listen.
go to church?
Hold on, listen. About four different times asked me from the parking lot to the time I left. Are you pastor at so and so church, or are you one of the pastors? Was I looking like a pastor? Y'all tell me.
Man, well,
Yes.
well, you could have
I'm
count.
telling you, I thought you had married somebody. I thought that I was trying to figure out who the husband and wife was.
Tony, you could have been the elder, presiding elder at St. Mission Baptist on Riverside Crestwood Church of Christ.
All you
At
need to do was put your finger up.
Bedside Baptist Missionary Church.
On the West
Hold my
Side
mule.
Church of Christ.
Okay. Because
And you just gonna keep moving on up.
when I was parking, trying to find a parking space, I had just parked and opened my door. A guy was out there passing out pamphlets for the election for county commissioner. And as he was handing me the pamphlet, he was, "Aren't you minister? You one of the ministers?" I said, "No." "Oh, you look just like one of the ministers." I said, "Well, thank you."
He
I said,
really
"I'm
was
here."
said he really said that because you was old.
Whatever the reason is, he said it.
Don't
And
run
he
your mouth too
said
much on the
he
show,
was the
bro.
man of God.
So I said, "No, I'm the guest of Robert Miller." He goes, "Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you go." I said, "Damn." I said, "Robert Miller, he got scared." I said, "My uncle got power like that." That reminded
Hey,
me back in the day, not too long ago, when Legacy out on the street and bro, me and coming up to the car, I got to pay him some damn respect. Motherfucker, who is he? He ain't no goddamn Nino Brown. Want to pay him respect. If you don't take your ass up in that 7-Eleven and carry on, do what you got to do. They leaving their girlfriends, wives, and everything. Baby, go on inside. I just got to pay bro man a little respect. Bitch! I had zero understanding.
Tell
So
y'all
let's see
should
what church did to you.
tell y'all should have seen his face. He was looking like, who the fuck? That's Legacy. I mean, who you think he is? Man,
Okay.
and then one time we was in Tony's driveway. The dude turned past me and Tony. Me and Tony still talking. The dude looked and backed his car back. I said, "Tony, you know who that is?" Tony said, "No." So I'm looking. The dude say, "Oh, oh, what's up, OG? I just wanted to back up the pay." I didn't even want to look back and told him because I know
Got the
he
call
right there
packages and
listening.
everything.
I just want to just come back and pay my respects to you, OG. I didn't even want to
Like
look
he, a,
back like
like
this
he
here
the
because I
gang
know
leader.
his face already balled up. The dude, I shook the dude hand. The dude went on. When I turned around, he told me, "Who the fuck you think you is?" I said, "God damn."
That's how I was
So,
looking.
Yep.
so Tony, you never met that side of him?
No, he don't know that side of me, Kate.
What is that?
Where your powder at?
That's crazy. What it do, cuz oh?
What up, y'all? Hey, what's up? We chilling. It's Tuesday. It seems like it's already the end of the week.
Y'all know it's already the end of this month.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Next week will be July the I think what the day the 25th. So we got next week, beginning of next week will be the 1st of July.
Yep. Come out, Leos. Come out,
Monday.
come out, come out, come out.
Oh my God.
Nathaniel, there you go.
Say,
She
come
talk
out, come
she
out,
she
come
doing all
out.
that cause her birthday next month.
Hmm.
Ain't that why she doing
So,
that cake cause her birthday next month?
yes, but we're going to let the lioness roar.
Damn.
Yes, it's her
Excuse
birthday.
me,
It's
sir.
her birthday.
Sir. Sir.
Ma'am.
Did I not celebrate you?
And don't you know I'm gonna celebrate you?
So, sir,
Ma'am.
even though I ain't gonna be able to do nothing for my birthday because Tyson goes under surgery July 15th.
Why?
So 9 out of 10 that jit still gonna be down.
Why?
Because they Tyson goes down for surgery for his nose.
Abnoid?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they fixing all of that and they say he'll be down like a week or so. So
That don't mean we can't come see you.
yeah, y'all come see me. Oh, I'm gonna do something, even if it's in that damn garage. Honey, you know we'll throw a party over here in a minute. We'll
Yeah.
have all 3 levels of this thing jumping. I'm just saying. I won't be flying nowhere because that'll be pain on him.
Yeah.
Cause we fly out tomorrow.
I can come
Where
over
you
there and
going
drop it like it's
tomorrow?
lukewarm.
I
You heard me,
leave
Tiama?
for what happened?
I said, so I can come over there and drop it like it's lukewarm.
You
Nobody don't
you
want to
can
see
drop it
that.
all the way hot.
No, nobody want to see that shit.
It ain't hot no more. It's lukewarm.
Oh, it ain't hot no more.
Leave my brother alone. My brother has been living his bestest life. He done got him another daughter, honey.
It look like, but
Baby,
Tayama, you right, cause it do look like he done pepped up a little bit too.
what a little bit, man. Tony been very vibrant, very.
He going for walks and stuff again.
Yes.
Y'all, I should have recorded. Cause literally I tried to catch
You
him
should
off
record one.
guard to where I could. But you know the motherfuckers always getting stuff delivered at their house. As me and my mama turning in, he outside already. You can't surprise them or shit because they always get shit delivered.
Every day.
So y'all, when I pull up, let me tell you, I pull up. I'm like, I got something for you. I say, no, it's not that dog. It's one that'll never get big. He looked at the dog and went in and would start crying. I
Yeah,
was
cause
like,
he's
my
soft and
mom,
sharp.
and listen, my mom teared up too. She was like, "Oh my god!"
He's soft and sharp as fucking tissue. That's why.
No, he didn't even have no clue I was coming.
Crybaby ass dude.
It was so cute. Tony, ignore him. It was so adorable.
What's
It made
wrong,
my whole
Legacy?
week. On
We
God,
can
it
start
made my whole
therapy
week.
now.
Say what, Kate?
We can start therapy
Oh
now.
no.
It
Jeanette talking about
I'm
made
all
my
glad.
the
whole
I'm
time.
week.
listen, bro. I am glad that you got, and I know that your daughter in heaven definitely will be glad that you got you someone to love, and then to continue giving on that type of energy to something other than yourself and us. And I'm glad you got it because I know I done seen you pep up a little bit more. So thank you, sis, for giving him life again. Cause I thought we were
How
gonna have to resuscitate him.
about me and Jeanette that made a mistake and called the dog Roxy at least once?
Mm.
But you do know you can switch it to Roxy number two.
He said he ain't doing that.
Oh, Jeanette then also called her. The first day was calling her Chloe.
Oh Lord.
I, I said, "Who is Chloe?" I said, "What's the dog name?" I said,
Chanel.
"Lord."
Who
I
is
said,
Chloe?
"Chanel." Jeanette will fuck up a name quick.
Mm.
Nathaniel, the link is on the screen, man.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, let's make it pop,
Chris,
baby. Let's make it.
Chris, if you want to come on, the link on the screen. We're gonna show a few videos and talk about it.
We're going to
Whew.
play videos.
Talk about that on Legacy.
Coming soon to the ATL show. We're getting ready to jump off and jump in. Lunchtime with Legacy will be about a 30-minute segment where we talk about major topics that are streaming at that time of the day, or definitely some things that me and Tony or Tayam or Juice have sent to us to be able to elaborate on. It's gonna be hot, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be nasty, it's gonna be legacy. Let's make this happen, people. Tune in, we'll let you know real soon. Lunchtime with Legacy.
Lunchtime with Legacy. Legacy. Listen, I got this first video I want to show. I found at the last minute is 5 kids that was adopted by 5 black kids that was adopted by a white family. This is one of the issues I have with white parents or white people adopting black kids. The issue I have with it is one, you can't teach them the culture. You can't teach, bless you, Jeanette. You can't teach them the culture. You can't teach a white person can't teach a black person how to be black. Can't teach me, HBCU. Can't teach me how to eat collard greens and smush my cornbread and I eat it with my fingers and some vinegar and some hot sauce. You right here trying to teach me how to eat chicken with a fork. No, pick that bitch up. So certain things a white family, a white individual can't teach a black child. That's why I have an issue with white people adopting black children. And government society finding it so much easier to allow that to happen, because when black people try to adopt them, there's always issues. But when white people adopt it, it passes through it goes through so easily. Well, here's an issue with this video, and I want to show you this video real quick that supports how I feel and what I'm saying, and then we're gonna talk about it.
Investigators believe they targeted these children specifically from a shelter because they were black, forcing them to work as slaves.
Being charged with a felony, child neglect, creating risk of injury.
The 2 children were being locked in a barn at this home on Cheyenne Lane in Sissonville.
They weren't able to locate any guardians or parental figures or anybody around the residence or the barn, and started having a conversation with 2 children that were inside the barn.
Deputies eventually forced their way into the barn, where they said they found a 16-year-old girl and 14-year-old boy inside a 20 by 14-foot room. Investigators say the teens had no way to get out of the shed, with no running water, no bathroom. The girl told deputies their parents had brought them food around 6 o'clock that morning, but said her and her brother weren't allowed in the house and were locked in the barn for long periods every day. Eyewitness News spoke to neighbors who were afraid to go on camera, but claim multiple families called police about the children's safety several times, and they are thankful they are now safe.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty bad case. I mean, it's you know, in any type of situation like this, it's not really comparable. A horrific condition, like it's just not how you want or how you would even expect children to be raised or being taken care of.
Lance and Whitefeather eventually showed up at the home. They're now charged with child neglect, creating substantial risk of injury. The mother admitted the children were left in the shed, but reportedly told deputies they, quote, liked it.
They're trying to, you know, get the children back in better living conditions, better placement, and the detectives will continue to investigate and build this case.
And deputies said a third child who was about 5 or 6 years old was found alone in the main home. Now, the child was found crying and close to the railing of an approximately 15-foot drop from a loft.
The bond was initially set at $200,000 cash, and they were both able to post it. Prosecutors have said in a new complaint for forfeiture, the couple sold a $725,000 80-acre ranch in Washington state and sold their Sissonville home to post bond. And they believe both of these properties were paid for through trafficking. That will be decided in a separate court matter, but because of this, prosecutors say they found discrepancies in the financial affidavit Lance filled out for a court-appointed attorney, leading to a new charge on his indictment.
Let's talk about this foolishness.
Nobody want to go first? I'll go then. Hey.
Hey, Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Yes,
Oh my goodness. Boy, I don't know who do that the most. Cake or Savage.
It's a song for everything.
Okay.
Well, listen, man. I mean, I have to agree with you on a few pointers, Tony. Where you know there are so many red tapes that you know blacks have to go through to even have their own family members stay with them. If let's say, for instance, a situation happened where the kids get taken from a black mom and they reach out to family members, we both it's probably maybe 2 or 3 on this podcast that have embarked on that journey, and it's just so much red tape. And if you have I'm talking about one misdemeanor on your record when it comes to keeping your own family member, they don't want that child there. But like you said, it's so easy for another nationality to come up and say, "Oh, I want that child. I can adopt that child." This thing is so much bigger than just the people that are able to get the kids. Just like they said at the end of that video just then, they believe that the way that they was able to afford the things that they had, that these people have been child trafficking for years. And just imagine you got a 16-year-old girl out there. Guaranteed that man has touched that girl. Guaranteed the mama has probably touched the boy. They're old. Guaranteed that he has allowed for other people to come in and participate. But the sad thing is, other neighbors around him have made complaints. And this is the thing. We know the neighbors that are around them are of European descent. So therefore, you didn't even take the calls from other European or African or white individuals making calls to the police department that's saying, hey, it's something strange going on. But had that been a black man or a black woman adopting a white child, one complaint would have brought out the whole police force.
The whole
one
cavalry.
Complaint, they would have used a no-knock warrant and everything and kick your shit in and came in and been found the little child that they found in the house in there and would have been able to find that. Why does it take so many calls when our children of black skin to be taken serious, from Amber Alerts to this, to police call? But we just watched a police officer gun down a 10-year-old who had an orange cap, orange covering on a play gun, that this man has gunned down this 10-year-old baby because another white lady made a call saying that the young 10-year-old had a gun in his hand, and this police came out there and took his life. But we got black people in a barn, black children in a barn, where people have made calls on, and it took y'all that long to get out there to find out them kids been in a goddamn barn tied up for months, years probably. What type of background is being done for whites to be able, for them to be able to say, okay, you're a better fit than putting a child with his own race? Because it's sex slave, sex trafficking, and what they call it, underground. It's something with the dark web, where they're selling black body parts, human parts, on the dark web. A black heart, what they say, can go for $500,000. Just the heart. We ain't talking about lungs. We ain't talking about eyes. We talking about the heart. It's crazy. It's crazy. What you got to say, Tayaba? Cake?
You
Well,
know, I just got
Hold on, Cake.
baptized.
You say what, Tay?
I say, you know, I just got baptized. Why out of all things y'all went to show us that? I don't know. I just feel anybody that old, just looking at how old they are, I would question why would they even want to like adopt black kids. Me personally, they were back. They are so up in age. I'm sorry. Then at Sam Crow's time, like, no, sorry, you can't get them. I wouldn't trust your judgment. I don't know. Mm. Just pray for those type of people. You know what I want to say, legacy. So
I know.
it,
I know.
baby, no. When it comes to us, there's no screening to who and what could get us. If it's a home available, they just throw us to them. That's crazy. That's
and
my
the main
opinion. It's
reason is because it
crazy.
fits the agenda.
Go
Hmm.
ahead,
Um,
Kate.
I said, and the main reason why they just throw them that way is because most people will fit their agenda. All you gotta do is pay. They get paid. You once you take in and become a foster, you're gonna receive funds, money. You know,
$6,000 child.
so you know, I can't remember where I was listening to it at, but today I was listening to something, and they were talking about how it takes us nothing. It costs us nothing to be us, genuine us, and be as God wants us to be. But in order to do things, we don't have to sign a contract to be loving, to be kind. We just have to do it. But we gotta sign contracts to drive, to go to school, all these things. And you don't sign a contract with God, but you do sign contracts with the devil. And we constantly keep signing up for this stuff and then questioning why. And to me, like, it's sad that these children experience this, and I'm glad that someone has found them. And I pray that they get help and can get and push through whatever they endured. But when we gonna stop signing these contracts and making these agreements?
But the scary thing is truthfully, I think this gonna get swept up under the rug. The kids are gone. The kids are safe. They done already paid a substantial amount of money. They done sold some property. And as the days go by and we no longer are talking about it, it's gonna get swept under the rug.
I really personally think that's what took so long. If people were making calls notifying that there was something going on, because I mean, I've driven through West Virginia. I don't know where this town is, but even in the small town that I once lived in North Carolina, I was in the grocery store and the cashier told me where I lived, asked me how I like my new apartment. And it's not that he knew where I lived because he knew my physical address, name, and all that information, but people pay attention and they know where this black lady went and go.
Yep.
So they know where those black kids were. Other people have seen them. They know when they don't see them.
Right.
And people report it, but at the same time, people be in on it. Slavery ain't just in your yard.
It's worldwide.
It's worldwide, but it's also could be community based.
Yes.
They can come over and do this, but come back. That was the stable.
Yep.
Right.
Crazy.
Moving
What's
right
your
along.
view? Hold on, Tony. What's your viewpoint?
I voiced my viewpoint before we showed the video. I'm flicking
He
guys.
ain't about that life. He don't like it.
Yeah, he was hot. He was hot.
Was and still is.
But the question that I gotta ask is because we've already shown before that it's way more of us in foster care and things of that nature. So what are we gonna do about it? Because after 18, these individuals, these children, are no longer a ward of the state, and they're just released onto the street. So what do you think needs to happen? Because it behooves me that we just gave away almost like $3 billion to immigrants crossing over into the United States of America illegally. How is it that we can't build we can't have or build organizations that when black kids are like this, that we have nothing but organizations that actually help? Because it's a all black people are not poor. All black people are not poor, and there's plenty of them out here that got some money. That it's a lot of them can't have kids. It's a lot of them that's looking to help turn kids' lives around. How come? What programs are out there that is delegated to just helping these black kids find stable homes, other than through the government program? I'm talking about foster care. That because we also know that when a child gets to a certain age, even though they don't tell you, that child times out because most people don't want to come adopt a 13-year-old, 14-year-old boy or girl. If you find somebody adopting a 14-year-old girl, it could be a pedophile.
May I say something?
You sure can, Kate.
In North Carolina, Florida, and I know in here in DC. And that's just 3 states out of 50.
52.
Well, those are territories, but yeah.
True.
I'm talking about here in this section, you know, in
Gotcha.
our
The
Amen.
original 50.
right, and not even meaning the original, but just inside the lines. That if we put a fence up, they're not gonna be in our gate.
Right.
They got their own gate. But even aside from that, we've had so many people creating these group homes for that very thing that you speak about. And they're paid by the government to provide exactly what you're saying. And all it is for money.
Yes.
They are heartless. The contracts that they have to agree to restrict them from having a heart.
Right.
And so, yes, you say people have money and everybody ain't poor. But those people who have money, they know, so I did what I had to do to get this money. And I came from here and I did this, and the mindset that, hold on. And their mindset is, you could do it too. I ain't about to give handouts. You know, Derek Harper, we don't got no rec centers named after him, I don't believe. But we sure have a Christmas basketball tournament that brings in a lot of money from the community. The games at one point used to be $5 to go. I went back one time, it was $20 per person to go to the basketball tournament.
Yep.
No matter the age.
Somebody, the dude who played for the New York Knicks.
And what has he done for the community? Other than his basketball tournament, his name sponsoring it so that they can drain from the people.
Right.
But nothing's giving to the people. Here, Michael Jordan owned the Wizards. He lived here. I don't know. I mean, he's done things. Everybody says they got what the people do, but kids getting shot all the time. Kids stealing cars. Kids have. They had these bicycles and scooters, and now that it's summertime, they're figuring out how to break into them and ride them. And ride in and out of traffic, daring somebody to hit them. Just mischievous. There's no guidance, but there's no program designed to help them or entertain them. Nothing to intrigue them. Nothing to give them any kind of substance other than what they see on TV.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Yep. Well, okay, we're going to go ahead and, because we can talk about this all day. We know that. We're going to go ahead and get ready to move to the next one. Tony.
Yes. What's going on with River Beach water?
What the?
You gotta make a
How
move.
did I just
Y'all
get
just
the
see
water?
water pressure.
Oh man.
Boil your water at all times.
What the?
You gotta make
I
a
know
move.
damn what.
Y'all just see the water pressure.
Oh Lord.
Boil your water at all times.
Boil water on River Beach still. I remember at one point there's boiling water. Now they're losing pressure.
At one point, Riviera Beach had the best water in Florida.
Yeah.
Better than Zephyr Hills.
Yep.
At one point, they were talking about they needed to bottle Riviera Beach water. And then y'all sold the ports through a election to Ribovich. And now look what y'all got.
Yep. That's the truth. That's the truth. They had, but this probably had to be about 4 or 5 years ago. They had about all the best waters that are in the stores, and Riviera Beach water was better than every water company
on the shelf.
That was on the shelf.
That's a shame.
Well, what done happened?
I mean, they rent out and lease out so much of Riviera Beach to side companies. I mean, let's just be real. We know most politicians can be bought. And truthfully, I think they're trying to put in that thing that we was talking about when we showed the video about the people are trying to. They got a new I call it a gadget that actually filtrates the waste, poop and urine, and I think they're trying to actually create
The
that
need
mechanism.
for it.
Huh?
The need for it.
Yes, that's exactly what I think.
Because the water system that you all have there, it's still the process to pump through it and recycle and do. But they've been changing out your pipes for the last 10 years. If you know how when you drive down and you see them doing, and they see all them purple pipes they've been laying, those pipes are able to take in and out waste. And they're saying that they were supposed to only be for restaurant use, but then they started switching in and putting it in residential. But they actually also put all of this in the little publications in the water bill.
Yes.
That no one reads. And
nobody
they tell
reads.
you about the different bacterias, the medicines that they're finding in the water. Man, it's like the traces of COVID alone.
Yeah, they're finding so much stuff like all different types of prescription like stuff that makes men sterile and actually cause cysts and all type of fibromyalgia, not fibromyalgia, but fibroids for women.
Yep. So one thing that you also have is triggered when you say the cysts and stuff. So you know how they rate the leading causes of death, and they said that by 2030 that the leading cause of death would be to skin cancer.
And how do you do that? Because Black people don't rarely catch skin cancer.
But if you pollute the water and make it irritant to you, and
from inside out.
Right.
From inside out.
Topical too, because when you take a shower, when you brush your teeth, when you wash your hands.
Yes.
I went and washed my hands in a McDonald's bathroom on the road because I needed to use the bathroom. You laughing. My hand been broke out ever since.
I ain't laughing at you, Keiko. I'm just laughing at how you talk about it.
Well, it's true. I'm so mad because my shit hurt.
Let Ed kiss it.
Please, 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 please. Ed, don't fuck with me no more.
We gonna talk backstage before I go to sleep. Let go, Tony.
I have a prank here, a prank call. Check this out.
Hello?
Hey, Brian. Hey, baby.
Yeah, what's up?
I was calling to tell you, baby, look, I just can't do this anymore.
I got it.
Huh? What?
Hello?
Hello?
Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, this is Greg. I know you was just talking to Val, but this is Greg talking to you. It's Brian, right?
Greg who? Yeah, this is Brian who. Greg, I was just talking to my wife. Did you put her back on the phone?
No, I'm not gonna be able to do that. So,
why can't you do that, man?
Hey, let me explain something to you.
Explain.
All right, there's some things, long conversations about this.
Whoa! How you know my wife on a first name basis like that, man? Who are you?
Like I said, man, my name is Greg.
Okay.
All right, at the airport. Okay.
Airport? Which airport? And why are you? What are you at the airport with my wife for?
Hey, let me. Hey, Doc. All of this is complicated. Okay, it's real.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, make it simple for me.
Okay. So what I want to explain to you, let me explain to you, man. on. We've had a lot of long conversations about this. It's something that she's.
What? When? When was this? Why are you at the airport with my wife?
With me. And
why?
Is leaving with me. Okay?
What leaving? And what do you mean leaving? Leaving me? Oh, hell no. Put her on the phone. Hey, I don't even want to talk to you, man. Put her on the phone. Put her on the phone, man. Look, you need to put her on the phone right now. Leaving. I don't believe that, man. I want to hear her say that.
You want to talk to him?
I don't hear you saying. Yeah, let me talk to my wife, man, because you about to make. Yeah, baby. Yeah. What's up? What's this dude talking about?
Calm down, sweetie.
Calm down
I've
for
been
that,
trying
baby.
to tell you this for a while. See, you think everything's okay, but it hasn't been okay.
Why are you telling me this over the phone? Why can't you just come home and tell me this to my face, baby?
Go sit down.
Why can't you just tell me this to my face?
Hey, bro. Come on, man.
No, man. Why are you on, man? I was just talking to my wife, man.
Hey, bro. I know this is painful, man.
No, you don't know. All right? You don't know nothing.
Hey, brother,
all right?
I know this
you
is.
don't know nothing.
Okay.
Can't believe it. Just put my wife on the phone, please. Please, if you got any ounce of a man in you, just put my wife back on the phone.
All right, bro. Let me say. Can I say something to you, man?
What you got to say, man? Unless it's my wife on the phone, but you ain't got nothing to tell me.
I'm gonna put her on in a second, but let me say this to you, man.
Say, man, and wrap it up, all right? Because I need to talk to my wife.
I just want you to know this, Brian.
Let me know something.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tommy
got me to prank phone call you.
Hold on. So, okay, if you pranking me, what's up with the airport stuff in the back then? Y'all at the airport?
No, bro. Your wife is here at the studio, man. Ain't nothing happening, man. Your wife. Hold on, I'm gonna let you talk to her. Huh?
Yeah.
You all right? First of all, are you all right?
Man, oh man, it was about to be a murder scene, man.
Mm-hmm. Look at me now who's the big prankster, huh? I got you. Finally.
You could have been a little bit more
I'm
subtle
so
than
tired
this.
of you doing that to me. You and your brother, you think y'all the only ones can prank people.
So you and your brother be pranking all the time, man.
Boy, man, it's light stuff, though. Girl, you ain't. Lord,
hey, happy birthday, baby.
Oh, you got a birthday coming up? Happy birthday, Brian.
Yeah, man. Great gifts. Great gifts, man. Let me talk to my wife, man.
All right, I ain't got nothing to do with your wife. Hold on.
Please.
What?
Woman, you got me, all right? Don't. You ain't got to go this far, all right? You ain't got to go this far every time.
It's supposed to be funny. I did feel a little bad when you kind of started tearing up, but I'm glad to know you fight for me like that.
Yeah. Fight. It was going to be some fights. It wasn't going to be a fight. Oh, girl, just, hey, bring your black home.
I'm coming, baby.
Don't even stop at red light. You can take the
don't stop
shortcut.
at red light.
Oh man, that's so nice.
I definitely think that was a good one, but I really thought it was when the man on the damn thing crying and stuff. I mean that was too far.
Sweet Ashley said, "This has been a wonderful and informative show, everyone. Thank you, Sweet Ashley."
Thank you, Sweet Ashley.
Thank you, Sweet Ashley.
You're doing too much.
He did do too much with the crying, but then I feel, but at the same time, that's not a prank. Yeah, don't
That was
play
rough.
with me like that.
That was rough.
Yeah.
There. Listen,
Don't play
man,
with me like that.
when the man went to crying, they should have been like, you know what, that's it right there. Okay. Because the man loved that woman, man. That somebody was gonna die.
Yes.
And then he said it.
What airport? Which airport?
Yeah.
He was headed to the airport.
But I don't want no cooler to make me do that. It probably would have went like this with me. Hey, your wife leaving, bro. So she with you? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I guess it's your turn. Be happy.
Bullshit. Bullshit. It's not your lie.
It's your turn. Cause see, I don't know how to come back from the world know that I was up here crying. I don't know how to come back from that.
That's the world knowing that you're a human and you're real.
I don't if they don't know I'm real with all the shit I done done in life, then they ain't gonna never know.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where
I've never been through a time of that.
Lord mercy.
I've
Maybe that's
never
what
been.
you need. That's what you missing. And that's what's gonna take you. That's what's gonna won't you take me?
Take me to a time of
yes, it's gonna take you there.
No.
Time of swallowing. That's what you need, a time of swallowing.
Well, I pray for a man who will love me like he loved her. Won't want me to go nowhere.
Then stop goddamn playing, cause when you got home, you probably
Girl,
got
you
beat up.
had that with Ed. You had that. You had a bitch willing to stalk you, watch your car, drive 50 miles just to make sure they going to the jail. What's wrong with you? You had all that with interest.
that was wait, I didn't say stalking.
He became a vegan. He changed his eating habit, became a.
You know what that is, Tony? You know they say you got to be careful what you ask for.
Right.
But see, somebody told me vegan coochie hit different.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I ain't never had one that was all the way vegan, so I'm gonna stay the fuck away from it. Cause bro was acting real crazy.
Hey,
So I'm gonna believe what the folks say about it. Okay.
Hey, Thelma. And I'm talking about he was acting that way in 1 week.
Bruh proposed it all. Hey, look, he proposed it all.
Juicy had a ring in 3 weeks.
Bruh, I ain't playing with that type of coochie.
No.
Girl, you got it, girl. You got it.
You got it.
Tony, you ain't got no other video.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Bruh, warm up some chicken and take some to your sister.
That, what they say, Thelma, that vegan what, Thelma?
I call it non-GMO coochie.
Oh, God.
Sean, I don't know, but they say that thing hit different. And I'm going to have to agree. Because, baby, Juke be having them things going crazy.
Crazy.
Juicy, drive them crazy.
Stone cold vegan.
Y'all know we live, right?
You know I know how to fight in. Hey, look, you know I know how to fight in real life, right?
You saved.
And I jump on planes like nobody business.
But you done got saved.
I did.
You can't do all that shit and you don't when it got saved.
That's why they cuss the white people.
God don't want no
That's why
water
the
down
white
soft
people did not get cussed out. Okay.
What'd you say, Tony?
I don't want no watered down soft Christians. He wants some disciples.
She gonna show
soldiers.
She gonna definitely be one. She gonna reach down and take the ear off.
Okay.
I told you something was going on, Kate. Thelma and Tony in church, we missing something.
We missing something.
I'm telling you.
I might be left behind.
Okay. Well, check this video out. Speaking of church.
The title of this book is How to Make a Negro Christian. Now, after having read this book, I realized that it doesn't talk really about, it talks a little bit about how to make a black man a Christian. It talks more about why is it important to make a black man a Christian. And very few books have broken my heart like this book. I will not lie to you. Very few books have broken my heart like this. Because this book, firstly, brought to my attention that we did not choose to be Christians. Christianity was imposed on us with the most vile, violent, inhuman methods that you can perceive. This book also clearly identifies the fact that for black people to become Christians, it was more for the advantage of white people than it was for the advantage of black people. It served the best interest of white people for me to be a Christian than it does serve my interest. Another point, it talks about this guy called Dr. Reverend Charles Colcock Jones. Dr. Charles Colcock Jones was a slave master who had plantations, about 6-7 plantations. And in each plantation, there were slaves. There were black slaves. Now, in the north, black people were not even allowed to worship God. Black people were not even allowed to be exposed to the message of Christianity. Because these were savages. These were animals. Now, this Colcock Jones was one of the first people who gathered the people in his plantations, black people, and started sharing the message of Jesus. During that time, there were a lot of slave insurrections, meaning black people who were slaves would wake up in the middle of the night, kill all the white people that were in the plantations, burn their houses, and run away. They knew they would be caught, they would be killed. It didn't matter to them. There are more than 400 slave insurrections that are recorded in America. This is the guy who started saying, let me gather black people and let me teach them about Jesus. Let me teach them about the gospel. And he realized this. The more he taught them the Bible, the more he taught them the Bible, the more tamed, the more docile, the more diluted they became. The more he taught them the gospel, the more humble they became. The more he taught them the gospel, the more a threat, the less a threat they became to white people. And he's one of the few people who never had a slave insurrection in his took it upon himself to teach white people and said, do not be afraid to teach black people the message of Christianity, because it makes them less militant, it makes them docile, it makes them humble, it makes them controllable.
Amen. I remember when I was told to like study the Bible, and I'm on for words. I like words. And meek, meek was one they said you should be. I'm like, the hell you be meek for? That was like, it still is to this day. I don't feel I could ever be a meek person, just per the definition. And humble. When that song came out, sit down, be humble. I was like, do y'all really even know what y'all saying? Because the other definition of humble, you're supposed to stand up.
Okay.
Perception is everything.
I've always, it's crazy, but I've always, even when I was definitely dedicated to, Christianity, and as I dug into it when I was much younger, I was like, I don't see this being beneficial to slaves, and I'm like, when I remember when I first learned that slaves couldn't read or write. I mean, they weren't allowed to read, they weren't allowed to write, because that was a form of being able to control those people from being able to communicate. Because there was once upon a time when they was actually beating slaves to death for chanting and singing songs that white people or slave masters didn't understand or know what they were saying. They were told that they couldn't even speak in their own native tongue. So when someone come up out of the blue with a book where we know every figure in this book shows, or if we talk about in the books that were presented at that time, shows that the Savior is white, the disciples, the apostles, even the mother of Christ,
the disciplines,
the
disciplines.
Oh, the disciples,
Not disciples, the disciplines.
The 12 disciplines. But it always bothered me that I'm like, why is these people white? I mean, of course we don't know no better growing up because we don't know the information that's out there. But I just didn't understand how everything that is of good was always projected as white. You know how they talk about witchcraft. They call it black voodoo. They call it witchcraft is evil. But then they got a whole religion called Wicca that's right here in the United States, and they call it white magic. And it's not even considered to be evil.
Because it's white.
Because it's white. So as you study, you go to understanding that these people actually gave a book. And everything that they rewrote and added in and took out was a way to control nothing but slaves. They've also done a survey that say throughout Sunday is the most sacred day in the United States of America, Sunday. And there's no other race of people in the United States that attend church and are more forgiving than black people. because they have now become, as Juicy say, meek, mild, and docile. This is why we've been taught that forgive whatever happened way back then in slavery. Y'all don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That ain't happening now. And it bothers me because how is it that you want us to forget 400 plus years of physical slave? I mean, physical labor, abuse, rape, murder for slaves throughout that length of time. And then you want us to forget that, but you want to remember the Holocaust every year, where there was never near as many deaths that occurred in the Holocaust that happened over the 400 years of black people being enslaved. And what enslaved most black people the most was just what this man said, that black people was they were so docile and in so much pain that they wanted to believe that somebody and something was gonna come and save them. That they lost hope. And it wasn't that they tried to lose hope. It was beat out of them. They were hung. They was lynched. They were torn apart by horses, burned at the stake. They were gunned down. Children were killed in front of them. And you ask for forgiveness, and you want black people to be able to look up at your white image of a God that y'all created. Not saying that Christ himself, who actually walked the earth, wasn't this great man, but to say that the image that they give us to portray him is not who we supposed to be giving that type of love and loyalty to. And the book, that one book right there, there's been more bloodshed and strife in the world behind that book right there that has been narrated and controlled by white people since it's been able to be touched. I gotta get this book, and I'm gonna get this book, and I'm gonna dissect this book. But you know what the crazy thing is too? You can give black people this book, and black people can read it, especially the most religious motherfuckers that's in a church, and they'll still
Big facts.
turn around and say he don't know what he's talking about.
That's
That
true.
man,
Or
Not
they'll
even that,
say
you know.
men wrote that book, or they'll be like, men wrote that book, like it wasn't men that wrote the Bible.
yes.
And so and that's just somebody else's thought too. So who how you know it's right? You know, and so many people are out to just disbelieve and like it's impossible for me to know that you know something that I don't know.
That makes sense. Yep. You can't have one. You can't be one up on me.
Mm-mm. Nope, can't do it.
And the crazy thing is,
I hate to tell you, you always gonna find somebody that knows something that you don't know. I hate to
but
tell
that's the
you.
thing, Thelma. We'll know it, and
I
we'll know it.
learn something new during there every time I come on this podcast.
But Thelma, listen, we'll know. We know that it's more people that know more stuff than us, but we would turn around because I'm telling you, it is ingrained in us. It is ingrained in us to not want real truth
Big
because
facts.
a lot of it is if I accept this as truth today, that means that in their mind now that my grandmama and my mama and my great grandmama them was lying to me.
And it's not that they lied to
They
you;
just didn't
they
know no better.
didn't know better.
Right.
You know, I met this gentleman, and he was his name even meant teller of truth, or like messenger or something. But he was just telling me so much stuff, and it wasn't that I didn't know it. I listened because like I'm gonna get something that I don't know. Just listen. Just listen. Just be patient. But I said to him, why you know all this? And he was like, I don't know. I just started getting interested in learning the truth instead of the lies. And so the more I learned, and I just kept learning. That right there was like, okay, it reminded me, everybody have a purpose. So his purpose is to learn and spread the gospel, the truth. And then there's got to be someone to act on that truth. We each have a part that we got to play in this message of rewriting what's been lied to us, because we've been manipulated, we've been bamboozled, and we've been bamboozled for the size of maps, the way math problems are done, the proper way of writing, proper way of washing our hands. I mean, it's so many different things that is knowledge out there that we do so wrong. And we've been doing it so long, like that 300-year program, that's what fucked us. Because today we're trying to say it's wrong, but for 300 years, people been just doing it. Like it's right.
People don't like, like for instance, I can just imagine. I sent that to Tony today, and I think I said it to Tay. I'm on TikTok and I thought I sent it to you, Juicy, on Facebook, but I was glad, Tony. But when I listened to that thing today when I was at work, and I was like, I've always felt like this. And the craziest thing is we're taught to never question anything pertaining to God. That God knows best. And that well may be true. But God ain't come down here and write that book. This book creates more wars amongst people. I'm talking about more distance between people. The most divided time of the week is Sunday. Most white people don't worship the same God at the same time that black people do. Most white people don't intermingle in the same church. They don't go to St. Zion Church of Christ on the Riverside Church. They don't.
They not gonna give up no 4 hours on Sunday.
Listen, church
45 minutes tops.
Church on Sunday for white people, I've been there. Got there, Sunday school was 9. Church was at 10:30. It's 11:30. Church was over.
Man, you went to a long Sunday service, because I was raised Catholic. We in there less than an hour. Less than an hour. He said 9 to 11.
That's Sunday school.
They did Sunday school.
We do that all in that hour.
So
you know, the emphasis on getting that word is not there. We will praise, we will sing the hymns, we gonna give the glory, because you know what? Sound and song helps the mind, and it does raise vibration. So people got to think about the different rituals that are going on inside these services.
So my thing is, I'm trying to figure out, right? If what gods are we serving? Because there's no way that the Riverside Church of Christ is talking about God, and then right across the track is another church of Christ, but it's by white people that go to that church. Why don't we worship together?
So they do sort of worship together, because on the behind scene, as the pastor presents its message, there's weeks for every year, there's days. So there's a scripture that, in general speaking, everybody's going to get this scripture, and then they're going to teach in their own way based on that word. So that word is the same word across the board because it's for that week.
But Kate, when I say worship, I'm not talking about. I know what you're saying. That it's like a agenda that they pass out to all the pastors that this is how we're gonna teach this year.
Right.
Sunday school is.
Sunday school is important.
But listen, what I'm saying is, why is church segregated?
Sunday is the biggest segregation day in the world.
In the world.
Church is segregated because like if I'm here to teach you this frame of thought, we're in this group. This way we gonna do it. It's like a cult. It's a clique. It's how we're gonna go. And other people, this is how we're gonna go. So everybody's picking. Like when you go to church, you listen to the pastor, you hear, and you want to make sure that what he's talking about resonate with you. Because everybody got a different energy.
But we all got the same agenda. We all got the planet. We got the planning book.
Everybody.
You don't have the same agenda. You're supposed to have the same agenda.
Right.
So,
but you don't have
their frequencies based on even emotions like laughter, love, different things have different levels of frequencies that even trigger your aura and in your psyche. So if you have a low vibration or you need to go to a church that's gonna help boost you up, some just need you to go, you know.
But again, since we're not answering the question. The question is, if we are all serving God, why is it that we're divided when it comes to serving God?
Okay, so think about this then.
Supposedly, we all serving the same God.
Right.
No. Consider it this way then. Look at you as coordinate in the universe. And when you were born, you were on Orion's belt.
Mm-hmm.
But the belt of Orion is one type of constellation. So that's one energy. But what was the belt holding? Who was the belt on? All these are different, but they're still the same one. You get what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying.
So what resonates with you when you're here and the pastor is preaching to you is going to be different than what resonates with other people.
But again, I'm only basing this off of what you just said. Mm-hmm. What you said earlier was there's a planner that all these churches supposed to get because they supposed to stay every month, every week. You should be going on this planner, and this is what you should be teaching. Mm-hmm. So if this is what I'm teaching, it shouldn't matter who delivered the message. It shouldn't matter. Hold on. It shouldn't matter if you decided to go to this church today. It shouldn't matter if I decided to go to that church because the whole message is in a loop of the same thing. So then that means that's not a planner. Then that's not everybody don't have the same planner.
Consider this. If I tell you to
hold on, Sweet Ashley say
churches are segregated out of habit or tradition.
Correct.
Okay, so if I say to you, the Lord is my shepherd, and that's what we're teaching on, about the Lord being thy shepherd. Now somebody gonna talk about the Lord and being the person that guides you. Somebody gonna talk about the shepherd following the Lord.
That's still a guide.
But one's following versus someone guiding. So there's two different acts going on.
Then whoever believes that and can't see that that's the same thing needs some help.
Listen, people, all of us need help.
They need some real help.
You gotta think about it. There are some people who need to know how to follow.
Legacy and Juicy. The only religion that I've seen in all the 56 years I've been on Earth that based on what you're trying to say, Legacy, where you get the same thing over here, you get the same thing over there, is the Jehovah Witness.
And you know what, Tony? Y'all have
whatever
heard
they're
me
teaching,
say y'all
whatever
have
they're
heard
teaching
me
here,
say this, Tony.
they teach
Y'all
the
have
same
heard me
thing.
say this. Y'all have heard me say that when I started to get my true understanding of the word was when I was able to come in contact with someone from the Jehovah's Witness.
And you know, you have to look at them too. The Jehovah Witness is one of the biggest congregations, and they have, I don't like to say it as if it's a business, but you got to look at it in a sense. They have their program, and their program is not contestable. So this is what we
you're
teach.
right, Tony.
This is what it's gonna be. Everybody has to
I
follow
thumbed her up.
their rules. If they don't, they are kicked out of their culture. If you're not gonna
No,
abide by this, you have no parts to that.
I'm not saying they don't have issues and problems, because they do have issues. Every religion, I do believe
with you, Tony.
Jehovah's Witnesses do have a lot of issues and problems and things that I don't necessarily agree with. But just based on what Legacy was saying as far as the teaching,
right?
No, I'm agreeing with you.
No, she agreed with you, Tony.
No, where you go with the Jehovah's Witness, hold on, where you go in the world, you're gonna learn the same thing the same time. So whatever I'm learning here in America, you can learn the same thing in Bahamas, you can learn the same thing in Jamaica, all the same day.
And and it's a mixed culture of black and white in those congregations.
And in order to be in that group, you have to agree to their rules and regulations. And if you don't, you need to get out.
Well, that's
what I'm saying. Now, some churches will hold on. We see pastors all the time got sister on pregnant and the wife over here, and he's still able to preach. No, it's not any church. Jehovah Witnesses, when you don't do what their rules and regulations are, you're done. There is no coming back to that. They don't have no cut cards with what their program and agenda is. You can't even say words the wrong way. You can't be a Jehovah Witness talking about Allah. No, they're not accepting it. But other religions, you can do a lot of different things. You can sit up there and mess around and cuss in church. You're going to get prayed on and forgiven. Jehovah Witnesses ain't like that.
They do have the Jehovah's Witness. I mean, but I'm going to say I agree with both of you, Jews, especially about the rules. We got our own personnel up here who had lived through it better than all of us on the show. But you're right with that, Kate. But you're definitely, Tony. I mean, and even in Islam, you know, I would me being a part of that. They definitely are the same across the board, and it doesn't really matter if you black, white, blue, green, or yellow. That you can have that. But I just inside of the United States. And just talking about this book, you have more people, blacks, that are Christian, that believe this agenda that has been pushed, that we are to take abuse, we are to take all of that was given out, say we're here now, fuck what has been done, don't think about it, don't marvel on it, and just say, thank you, God, that I'm here now. But even God sent Moses to deliver the children of Israel out of the bosom of Pharaoh. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, and sometimes you just have to ask yourself, how is it that, how do you keep so many millions and millions of blacks under control, and you don't even have enough people to control that many black people in the United States of America? Because there's way more of us than them. And the way you control is through religion, saying that if you don't forgive, if you don't obey your slave master and all that. Hold on, we talking about God. What God you know would tell you to take to forgive the man that holds your wife down in front of you and rape her? What God you believe in that would be okay with your children being slaughtered and massacred in front of you, your whole family slaughtered and massacred and hung by intrigues and say,
or buck the men.
yeah, butt busting men and say, yeah, that happened, but that was then, just forgive them. No, if you keep forgiving you, that means you asking, yes, but why can't we kill all them and then say, God forgive us, because they understand that that's not the way it's supposed to be. See, the thing is, they know us, but we don't know ourselves.
Exactly.
There's this movie called The Invention of a Lie. And that movie it's a comedy. It's very funny. But it talks about the biggest lie ever told. And that was one, that there's something in the sky that's gonna punish you if you don't do this and this and that and this and that.
And if it's in a movie, and like I say all the time, everything that they want us to know, they hide it in movies and make you believe, because it is a movie, that what they're saying is just funny games.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing you have to keep in mind too, they use the movies to give us these messages. However, they have over all these years, that movie Spirit with the horse, how they beat the horse, how they would hold them tied to the post, ration their feedings, make them stand up. All these were the same things that they did to slaves, to break them, to make them comply.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many slaves that chose the ocean.
Yep, before they even came though.
Because they were like, nah, we not dealing with that. Now, the ones that dealt with it, that was the beginning of the weakness. And a lot of people like to argue that they were very strong. They were, because they endured. But they were like you said, complying and looking for a savior to save them. Yes. Instead of rising up. Because here where I am in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital was built by Black people. I'm not talking about like built by money. I'm talking about carpentry. Yeah. We put the bridges together. We put this stuff together. The house I lived in, it was designed, that was a Jewish community. It was designed by Jewish. The way the systems of how they got the pipes and everything running, everybody had their own design, their own thought that this will be the better way. And it's all trial and error on what works for you.
I agree. Well, you know, again, we can talk all day on this, but let's get ready to move on, Tony.
I want to save this video here, this particular video, and maybe resurface it, maybe a month or so in the future, with maybe some pastors on the panel.
Yeah, I definitely would love to run that by.
What do y'all think about that?
I definitely would love to run that by most pastors, because, like I say, we have to also take in consideration before we move on, Tony. This is a big business.
Yes.
Religion is a big business. And
that's true.
I was watching this just today before I got off.
A pastor is a public speaker that knows how to
manipulate
over an audience.
Yes. There is a pastor. I meant to send you this thing, so I got to go back and find it. There's a pastor right now that's out there telling people that giving him their money for people to go sell their homes, go liquidate their assets, give him the money, and he can communicate with God so that they can buy a small property in heaven.
Oh man, there was a guy on TV, a white man, And oh man, I can't remember his name. Y'all know he always came late night, and he had a show. And
Petey Pablo. Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo was a black man.
Not the rapper. No, his name Petey Popoff. This is the pastor that come on late at night that you can buy these holy rags and all
I was
this.
about to say he would tell he had a bottle of water.
Yeah.
This is holy water. He
Yep.
throw it and he would auction it off.
Yep.
And people were buying water. Now pray over your water. And you got holy water.
But they ain't gonna believe you because you ain't standing in the pulpit.
Well, but I am a minister of wellness, and for a nominal fee, I can help you. Why not? Why not? Do you know he has been gone for 15 years? I was talking about Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah, 15 years today.
15
years, Michael. Yep. Michael is gone, y'all.
So they were talking about the song
The Girl Is Mine.
Rock With You. He said that song came out in 1979, y'all. That song been playing for 45 years, and everybody know it. No matter their age.
I want a legacy all night.
Moving right along. Let's see what else we have here. Moving right along. Okay, let's see what else I got here.
45 minutes all night. Stroke the night away.
What do you say? Feel the love.
If someone offends me or someone hurts me or does something to me, it rolls off my shoulders. If somebody comes to me and says, hey, will you forgive me for what I did to you? I'm going to forgive them and say, girl, come on, let's move on. It's all right. I'm wired that way. I'm easygoing. But if I find out, I'm saying don't get it twisted. If I find out that someone's been scheming, that's a whole different story. Because scheming implies pre-planning. If you've been scheming against me, that means you've been watching for a little while. You've been trying to figure out what it is about me that is most weak, most frail, most vulnerable so that you can take advantage of me. You've been studying me to find out what my patterns are and what the predilection of my flesh is and what my preferences are so that you can figure out the best time to take most full advantage of me and the people that I love. When I find out that you've been scheming against me and the people that I love, well, if it's a war you want, it's a war you're going to have.
I'm trying to figure out if she was a motivational speaker or a minister because she had done said, forget about forgiveness. She threw that right on out the window. If it was a war you want, it's a war you can get if you scheming on me.
She switched right over to wish the motherfucker would.
Yeah, she dropped the Bible and everything.
Yeah.
But see, that's the part that they don't say. That part right there, when they be like, Jesus turned the other cheek.
That's Tiama, that warrior.
The last video is my personality. Sweet Ashley.
Lord help us.
You better not test me.
Don't test them. At least don't be
fucking over.
Because if it's more that you want.
I'm talking about she left God alone and went straight to hell.
That ain't how she went straight to the
That's how people be pushing you.
You just looking for that. Just stop it, Tayama.
Nah.
They'll push you. You have to put them down, then pick them back up, and be like, Lord, you still working on me.
I don't know. I really don't know if that's really the case. Like they say, forgiveness only helps you.
Don't
Honey,
whooping a little ass help you too.
let me tell you, it help you, but you be trying, and they just be like pushing that nerve. People be seeing you try to change, and they just want that other side of you. They want it,
Well,
and sometimes you got to give people what they asking for.
I have truly come to grips that I'm gonna do this life again. Like I'm
Honey.
coming back.
If y'all could just
I
all be
tried.
peaceful, just be peaceful like Legacy, and y'all'll be good.
Shoot, in that case,
One thing
that
that I
means
found out in my life is that God doesn't bless who you pretend to be. Ooh. He blesses who you really are.
Oh my goodness.
And a lot of people are trying to put on a facade of who they really want to be. And I'm telling them, if you're honest with where you are right now, that's the only way you can move to where you really want to be.
Okay.
Now I'm from the Midwest. So I don't know how to get to every place, so I put it in the GPS. The first thing the GPS asks you is, can I use your location?
Okay.
And I think too many people are saying they're somewhere that they're not. And if they could actually, in 2024, say, you know what, I want to go to somewhere different, but I got to be honest about where I am right now.
Okay.
I'm
She
right
said,
here.
sweetheart, she said, well, they made that choice. Just don't mess with my children. I'm here. I'm with you, Tam. I'm in the here and the now. I'm in the present state and being. And I am in that moment. Don't fuck with me.
Listen. Let me tell you this real quick. We got one more video, but I'm not gonna show the video because it's kind of long, and our discussion is gonna take us over. So I'm gonna save that video for another day. But I just want to tell you about Darren, my brother Darren, our brother Darren, and Juicy. You know, we all joined the app Bigo, Bigo, and so Darren is Hulkamania, built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and well endowed. So Darren asked me, could he go on Bigo and get views and get paid just to sit there and watch TV? So I said, sure. I said, you don't necessarily have to interact with the audience. I said, but every now and then, look over at the camera, say something to the people so they can send you coins, flowers, roses, because they're all equate to money. I said, but their policy is you can't show your nipples, so you have to have on like a white beater, t-shirt, or something. She said, fine. He said, so I can just wear my drawers. And I said, yes. So when he said drawers, I'm thinking like basketball shorts, even the ones that I call boy shorts, the kind of fit you tight and snug, whatever the tight briefs or whatever you call them. I'm thinking like that. Why Darren had on something that was provocative, exotic, erotic, with an erection. And
Are you
Bigo
gonna
has
show
blocked.
it?
I don't have it.
He got blocked.
He got blocked for 24 hours. He can't go back on Bigo. Darren had this sitting up in the front.
Oh.
Jeanette said he probably got blocked for every inch. I can't wait to let Juicy know. Juicy and Legacy. So when y'all talk to Darren, I said, Darren. He said, cause them bitches be on there twerking and flexing their ass cheeks and making their booties do all that. He said, if them hoes could be on there and you can see all up in there, you can see a camel toe and everything, and blah 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 blah. I said, yeah. I said, somebody had to.
He couldn't put on no gray sweatpants.
Okay, it's that season.
I'm gonna get ready to get me some Bigo too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try
do
Bigo.
it because they want you to do at least 30 minutes and you got 45. I know, sweetheart. See, Darren, live your life. That's what I
I
mean
said
by
my brother
YOLO.
is a mess.
Hold on. Darren, live your life. Listen, Darren. Darren. Your little brother finna join the group.
So Darren, well, you got blocked, but that means you also got a lot of followers. So that means you got a family created.
Because Darren
I need to
was
join a family still.
Because Darren was cause whenever he goes to the gym, he always go live in the gym with his tank tops on, his gray pants, sweatpants, and he work out and he be giving advice about working out and health and fitness, meal preps and everything, blah 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 blah. But to get more views and more points and more credit and to get his money up, he said, "Can he do it at home?" I said, "Yeah," because he's new to the platform and I've been on like maybe 2 weeks longer than him. So I'm still new as well, but I guess he figured I'm an expert. So he's asking me. I said, "Yeah, you can sit down." I said, "I've seen people like watching TV while the camera is on them. Every now and then they'll interact with the camera, and they come back to the TV. So they're really not paying the camera no attention. But yet, because they're attractive, you're going to get people hollering at you. People sending you coins, sending you flowers, sending you roses, sending you diamonds, sending you what they call luxury cars. All that stuff is equate to money." So he's like, and Darren, like I said, he's built like Cock Diesel. You know what I'm saying? So, and
You
endowed.
see, you got to take them pills again. You just took them.
Oh.
So
And
basically, you
endowed.
saying it. So basically, you saying it's
Okay.
some men that went on there and was like, we can't have this on here then.
See, I don't know if it was me or not because I told him, well, the app. I told him the app was made and created in Singapore. Maybe those people from Singapore was mad because you got more than them.
I'll go up there.
The app, it has an AI that censors because I was trying to upload my logo and it wasn't letting me. My picture, it kept saying was too large. So instead of me putting just the whole picture, I was gonna put the lady and then the fruit on the lady. And before I could go put the fruit on the lady, I got flagged like within seconds.
But how is it that it's okay for image of puss and a woman twerking and you can see they monkey sitting right there in some tights? That's not stopped. But a person in their drawers, a man in his drawers, we gonna just that's just entirely too much.
The picture of me with wine that got blocked.
Well, for some reason, my brothers, Legacy, Chuck Dog, and Darren have all been extremely blessed in the front.
Boy, you is putting people, putting my business in the street.
Out there.
You already put your business out there before him. So go sit down.
So
and it can cost what,
they
$9.99 to see. The platform is called. Go ahead, Tony.
It's Bigo, Bigo.
Miss Ashley.
Darren is on there under body. Hold on, Darren is under the body beautiful. He's a muscle bound fitness trainer, and then I'm on there under Anthony the Notary, and Juicy under there under what, Miss Juicy?
Juicy and Miss Beautiful. Because it kicked me out the first time, so I created another.
Mine will be Legacy Make 'em Shake.
You can find me actually through my login as Enliven to You, and it's Juicy.
So I'm Anthony the Notary, and Darren is the body beautiful. You'll see him because he's sitting on some weights in the gym with his muscle by the size of a goddamn watermelon, a cantaloupe muscle. But yeah, I just want to let y'all know that Darren is officially blocked for 24 hours. I think he can go back live tonight at 11.
Oh, so he just
Because he left
recently did
now,
this.
he can go live now. I told him I was gonna let y'all know. So Legacy, go ahead and close this out.
It have like a white dinosaur on it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, listen, y'all. There will be a new Vigo app coming out soon with Legacy the Great. Will be called Legacy Make 'em Shake. And
Wait, you creating a whole new app? You can't just join us. You so special. Lord have mercy.
well, listen,
I
y'all.
ain't
We
so
go.
over y'all entitled niggas.
Oh man. Well, listen, y'all. We gonna go and get ready to get up out of here. It has been a great night for me to be amongst my brother and my two sisters. I love y'all dearly. But we definitely got to get out of here. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the juiciest cakes in the business. Jew Cake, let them know.
You know what? Earlier today, I was like, all I want him to put on there is juicy. I don't want none of the other stuff up there, but I forgot to tell you. So for all your homeopathic healing and wellness needs, you can check me out on my website, enliventoyou.com, Facebook, Miss Juicy, Instagram, Miss Beautiful, TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes, and Bigo at Juicy. You can hit my email up at winnie@persevere.com.
All right. Appreciate that. We're gonna definitely go ahead and bring out the boss lady, the one who pretty much try to, hurt me sometime. My sister, I love you. Just remember I said I love you and your birthday coming up.
He like he
Hey,
threw happy birthday out there like that
Hey,
way.
look,
If I don't remember, I didn't forget
long
you.
as you know, I leave tomorrow for out of town. I do not come back till the 7th of July. So, if you was buttering me up because you need to have done this weekend, I won't be here.
No.
So,
I'm just making sure I be able to live past your birthday.
oh, you definitely gonna live past them. So, you can reach me at Tayama Copeland on Facebook. You can reach me on Instagram at Tayama01. You can reach me at Legacy the Great. I don't know the number, but follow all his phone numbers and you can find me. We out. That's it.
All right. We love you, girl. We're gonna go ahead and bring out the gentleman pain in the ass, my brother, the one that makes it possible up on the God for us to be up on this platform, be out here in these ATL world, these ATL streets. The one and only. Mr. Grind Until You Shine, Mr. AB. Let him know.
Good evening, folks. Before I get into that, I want to share something with you really, really quick. I don't know if any of you are into investing in the stocks and bonds, but here's a stock tip. There's a new stock out there that's coming, or it exists already. Look at it's called a ticker number. So when you go to the stock market or go to whatever app you buy your stocks on, search ARRT. ARRT. That stock right now is currently worth 35 cents per share. It's projected that in the next 4 months, it should go up to at least $4 per share. So that means your 35 cents will be worth $4 in 4 months. So ARRT is the ticker numbers or ticker letters for the stock to search for it. And that stock has something to do with food. The company right now, they're looking for a warehouse to do mass production of this product. And once they find it, it's going to be distributed nationwide. And of course, that's going to make the stock numbers value go up because at that point it will be distributed. So right now they're searching for a distributor, which of course I'm sure they'll find. So go ahead and invest in ARRT, 35 cents a share. So in 4 or 5 months, I want y'all to come on here and let me know that how many millionaires y'all we created, or
What
at
kind
least
of
some
food is it?
thousandaires. Huh?
What kind of food is it?
I don't remember the guy. I'm in this club, this stock club, that whenever they have tips on stock market, they'll call me randomly and tell me about it. So the day I was on the phone talking business, and then they interrupted the conversation. So when they called me, I was kind of like rushing them off. I just wrote down ART real quick to share with y'all. So I didn't get all the specifics, the information, or even the name of the product. He told me the name of the product, the name of the company, and everything. But because I was in a rush to get back to my original phone call, I didn't jot everything down. But when you pull up ARRT, it should tell you everything. On the whatever stock app you use.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you use like TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade is a good app to use to invest in stocks. That's the one I use. But there's other stock apps out there that you could use to invest in various stocks. So and you could start off investing $5, in this. And that $5, like I said, they're gonna automatically break it down 35 cents times, divide it into the $5. That's how many shares you would own. And then as you go up or down, you'll get an email to let you know. So y'all might be millionaires or at least thousandaires in about 4 months, 4 or 5 months. So anything I know, I'm gonna share it. But anyway, I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias: on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube under Anthony Brown or the Anthony Brown Show. You can also email me at theanthonybrown@gmail.com. Please follow my Facebook page, which is Anthony the Writer. You can find me on Bigo, BIGO, under Anthony the Notary. You can call me or email me or text me any show ideas, comments, concerns, or anything.
Stop it.
561-768-3710. Please join my Patreon. I have a Patreon for notaries who want to take their business to the next level. You can join that, and that's Patreon /NotaryPublic101.org, or just go to NotaryPublic101.org, and it'll take you right there, and take your notary business to the next level. Oh, she's so cute. And words I live by, and so should you, is you got to grind until you shine.
Y'all heard it best from AB, and y'all know who I am. I am Legacy. Could you let me do this, please? I said, let me. Yeah, I'm Legacy the Great. Y'all can reach out to me on Facebook up under Audrine Williams. YouTube, you can hit me up at Legacy the Great. My email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Cell phone numbers for business. Cell phone number for business purposes only. Reach out to me at 229-630-7615. Also, you can reach out to me at 561-907-9129. And y'all know the words that I live by.
Also, another service he just implemented that we talked about today. If you've been denied your disability and want to get your disability started, reach out to Legacy. He's processing as a representative of yours to get your disability approved. He got a team working with him on that. So definitely reach out to Legacy. You'll be cashing a check in 30 days.
Y'all heard it from Mr. ATL himself. And you know the words that I live by. And I love to say.
Hold on. My I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on. I'm buffering on my side. I can't click you off. Hold on. Sing a song or something. Do a dance.
ATL ho. ATL ho. ATL ho.
I don't know why I just started buffering.
Oh man. But definitely, y'all know
the
words that I
house.
live by. I stand by this. ATL. Oh,
Good night, everybody. I'm still
good
buffering that thing.
night. Tell them night, Bella K.
Hey,
No,
Bella.
say hey.
Bella. Hi, Bella.
Also, since you buffering, you can't end the show. But it's
Right.
your kid to keep us all the way live.
Yes.
Not me. I'm all the way asleep. Love y'all. Good night.
Oh, you gonna leave us?